The Denver Broncos made some waves on day 2 of the NFL Draft. It all started with a bang as GM John Elway jumped on the opportunity to add Penn State wideout KJ Hamler at pick 46. Hamler brings an unofficial 4.27 speed to the table and was one of college football's most dynamic receivers. Due to his speed and short area quickness, Hamler's ability to create separation was among the nation's best. The fly in the ointment? Hamler drops a lot of balls. If the Broncos have a plan to weave him into the offense and fix his hands, he could be a stud playing between Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy in the slot. As round 3 opened, the Broncos surprised many fans, but not a lot of draft analysts, by taking Iowa cornerback Michael Ojemudia at pick 77. A long, physical corner at 6'1" and 200 pounds, Ojemudia might not have been a trendy pick in the ubiquitous fan mocks, but he's a great fit for Vic Fangio's zone-centric coverage schemes. Adding to the value, Ojemudia is an accomplished tackler and checks the high-character, high football IQ boxes with gusto. Some fans are uncomfortable anytime Elway drafts a corner in round 3, but if there's any player who can break that bad streak, it's Ojemudia. It was the next pick that roundly received praise as the Broncos took LSU center Lloyd at pick 83. Cushenberry was viewed as a fringe first-rounder, and while his precipitous fall into the 3rd round is curious, it's nothing but a blessing for the Broncos. Cushenberry, like all of Denver's picks up to this point, is not only an animal on the field, but he checks the character and football IQ boxes that Elway has prioritized over the last 3 drafts. Cushenberry will have to justify his job, but you can write his name in Sharpie as the projected starter at center. Nestled in between Dalton Reisner and Graham Glasgow, this trio of interior linemen have the potential to be among the league's best in 2020. Lastly, with pick 95, the Broncos selected Arkansas behemoth McTell Van De Jean. The former edge rusher turned interior D lineman is 6'3" and 309 pounds and could become a real gem for the Broncos as coach Bill Collar sets to work, polishing him into a shiny gem. He might not project as a day 1 starter like Cushenberry, nor is he necessarily a sleeper to steal a starting spot like Ojemudia, but Jean can make an impact as a rookie as an interior pass rusher in sub packages. Given time to marinate under the formidable wing of Collar and Fangio, Najim could blossom into an impact player. The Broncos made some surprising picks on day 2, but ultimately, this roster improved, and that's what you want to see in the draft. Elway is telegraphing his intention of fighting fire with fire versus the Kansas City juggernaut, doubling up on wide receiver to open this draft and adding a day 1 starter at center to snap the ball to the second-year Drew Lock. If 2020 was about building that nest around Lock, it's hard to argue with the Broncos' results on the first 2 days of the draft. For Mile High Huddle and Sports Illustrated, I'm Chad Jensen.